This is Senator Barbara Mikulski on immigration.
Hello, how are you today?
Fine, how are you doing?
I'm doing well.
My first question for you is, do you support the Comprehensive Immigration Reform Act of 2006?
I support this bill because it not only protects our borders with strong security and enforcement provisions, but it also protects American workers. It rewards those who play by the rules while making sure that immigrants are treated with dignity.
Was this a bipartisan effort by the parties?
Everything in Washington doesn't need to be a political hot potato. This bill shows that together we can do better. We have worked on a bipartisan basis to deliver comprehensive immigration reform.
My next question for you is, how do you feel this bill affects small businesses?
I promised small businesses they could count on me to keep fighting until we had a solution, and they had the seasonal workers they needed to stay in business. My promises made are promises kept. Without these seasonal workers, many businesses would be forced to limit services, lay off permanent U.S. workers, or worse, close their doors.
What is your position on making English the official language of the United States?
Right now, the polling shows that 91% of people in America want English as an official language, and 76% of Hispanics believe English should be an official language. So I vote yes.
How do you feel about building a fence around the U.S.-Mexican border?
It is obvious there is no more defining issue in our nation today than stopping illegal immigration. The most basic obligation of any government is to secure the nation's borders. One issue in which there appears to be consensus between the Senate and the House is on the issue of building a secure fence. So I support building a fence.
My next question is a several-part question. First of all, what is your stance on the guest worker program? Voting yes establishes a guest worker program with a path to citizenship for illegal aliens who have worked in the United States for 5 years. The bill increases border security and enforcement, makes it unlawful to knowingly hire, recruit, or refer for a fee an unauthorized alien, establishes a temporary guest worker program with a 3-year admission and 1 additional 3-year extension, and issuance of an H-4 non-immigrant visas for accompanying or following spouse and children, and provides permanent resident status adjustment for a qualifying illegal alien and family for aliens who have been in the United States and employed for at least 5 years.
Okay, so my position on this is yes, we should establish a guest worker program. Our immigration system is broken and needs to be repaired. This bill is a strong step in the right direction. We need to protect our borders and look out for American workers, and also need a responsible way to meet the needs of temporary workers, particularly in the agricultural area, where they represent about 70% of the U.S. agricultural workforce, with a path to earn citizenship for hard-working, law-abiding temporary workers. This bill, the product of bipartisan compromise, takes a common-sense approach on all of these issues.
Okay, fair enough. Do you feel that illegal immigrants should receive social security benefits?
Yes, I do feel so, because to say no would support prohibition, while voting yes would support immigrants participating in Social Security. So, in order to reduce document fraud, prevent identity theft, and preserve the integrity of the Social Security system, we need to ensure that people receive the adjustments that are necessary, and the people that don't pay into Social Security because of unlawful activities will not receive.
Senator Mikulski, do you have any other prevalent issues regarding immigration in the U.S.?
Oh, thank you for asking. Currently, there are over 40,000 non-U.S. citizens serving in the U.S. military. They are on the front lines in Iraq, Afghanistan, and throughout the world fighting terrorists. They are focused on fighting the enemy. They shouldn't also have to fight the bureaucracy just to become a citizen of the country they are fighting for. If you're willing to fight and die for America, you should be able to become an American. That's all I have to say. I think it's pretty clear cut.
Okay, well, thank you very much for your time. That's all the questions I have for you today. And